What's up, y'all? Raising Khan, back at it again. I'm here with another film review. Another film review because I'm still working on some other stuff that's gonna come out. I swear to you, it's gonna come out soon. But right now, we're gonna do a film review because I need something to pass the time. And this is something that's gonna be filler for the moment until those other videos that I had those other aforementioned videos are released and published to the general public. So yes, in this video, I'm gonna be looking at the film. What film am I gonna be looking at? Oh yes, I have forgotten, but now I remember. We're gonna be looking at the film Fred 2, Night of the Living Fred. I love this movie. I really do. It's one of my favorite movies. I think it's a really great comedy. I think it's a great parody of the what's it called, the Twilight films as well. Yeah, just the Twilight films that were out in the late 2000s, early 2010s, and this movie came out around that time at the height of Twilight fever. It came out around 2011. Came out in 2011. Yeah, and I just think it's a really good film. It's my favorite film in the Fred film series. If you didn't know, there are 3 Fred films. There's Fred 1, Fred 2, and Fred 3. Well, Fred 1 is just Fred. Fred 2 is Fred 2, Night of the Living Fred. And Fred 3 is Fred 3, Camp Fred. Honestly, Fred 1 is good. I like Fred 1. Fred 2, really good. Fred 3, kind of mediocre. I don't really like Fred 3. It's not as funny. It's not as clever as the other Fred films. And it's just not that great, I think. But nonetheless, I mean, you can't really keep something going for that long, there's gonna be a drop off in quality at some point. And this movie Fred 2 has a 40% on Rotten whatever, but that's okay because the critics, as we all know, they do not know what they are talking about. They can't recognize art. They don't recognize it because they've been brainwashed to think that stuff that is boring and that does not challenge, stuff that is just boring and doesn't really challenge you intellectually is good, because Fred 2 really is something that is a sight to behold, and it's a beautiful film. It will challenge you intellectually. It will cause you to just, it'll make you have an epiphany. That's what I'm trying to say. It's a good movie. I like it. It's a good film. So yes, the movie starts with Fred. He's at school and he's just living his life, and he has this great music teacher. Now she's replaced by Mr. Devlin, the scoundrel, and he's up to no good. We know he's up to no good because he's kind of creepy, and he's just a creepy guy, and we can't have that. So yes, and so that's just the main premise. And he's walking home from school, and there's this creepy chick that's kind of into Fred, and she's played by Ariel Winter, by the way. That's when she was on Full House or whatever. But yeah, Mr. Devlin, though, the scoundrel, the evil music teacher, he's moving in next door to Fred's house, and so yeah, things are getting crazy in Fred's neighborhood. And now he's hanging out with Bertha, who's played by Daniela Monet for some reason. I don't know why she was replaced when in the first film she was played by Jeanette McCurdy, but I guess maybe Jeanette McCurdy was busy with stuff. She was busy with dealing with iCarly and whatnot. But anyhow, so yes. So yeah, where was I? Anyway, back to school, and that vile scoundrel Kevin is playing piano and doing a cover "Everybody Have Fun Tonight" by Wang Chung, and it's funny. Kevin also has a shirt that said "Me" on it, and then the little Facebook like symbol, and it says 11,000 or whatever people like this, and it's a really cool shirt. I think I should get one like that. So yeah, Fred's mom gets invited to a party by the Progressive lady. She gets invited to a party by Flo from Progressive. I love Fred's mom, by the way. She's like alcoholic or something, and she's like painfully nonchalant, and yeah, she's just great. But yeah, the Progressive lady, who's also Kevin's mom, is having a welcoming party for Mr. Devlin. So Fred doesn't want to go because obviously Kevin is evil and he's in cahoots with Mr. Devlin. But yeah, someone comes at the right moment to give Fred the confidence that he needs, and I'll let you guess who it is. Yep, it's WWE superstar John Cena, and he knows that Mr. Devlin is an evildoer too, so he tells Fred to go to the party and find out what's what. So Fred goes to the party, and Kevin is singing Wang Chung, and Fred's mom is actually kind of interested in Mr. Devlin. So that's a big thing, you know. We can't have that happening otherwise, you know. He's a vampire. That's what we know. And then yeah, Modern Family star Ariel Winter is also at Kevin's house, and it turns out another big reveal is that she's Kevin's sister. So that's also kind of crazy. And yeah, some stuff happens, and then we see Mr. Devlin, and he's burying something, and I don't know what it is, but it's probably a body. So yeah, Devlin is up to no good. And then there's like a cool little dream sequence kind of thing where Fred speculates that he might be an alien, and we get this skit of Mr. Devlin with the mosquito head, and he just sucks up Fred's blood and everything. And I think that it's a funny scene. It's kind of crazy. But anyway, Fred puts 2 and 2 together and comes up with the most logical conclusion that Mr. Devlin is a vampire. And then we get this really awesome sequence. It's really, excuse my language, but it's pretty badass. And Mr. Devlin and this vampire posse, they pull up on Fred. And it's like this really funny parody of the scenes between the vampires and the werewolves in the Twilight series. But then Fred turns into a squirrel instead of a werewolf. Well, it's not a squirrel. It's like a Pomeranian, but Fred thinks squirrels are Pomeranians, or Fred thinks Pomeranians are squirrels. And then he bites Mr. Devlin's neck, and it's crazy, man. Stuff really hits the fan. But yeah, after this, stuff gets really crazy because Fred's mom and Mr. Devlin are going on a date. So he calls up Bertha, and they stop this. So they sneak into the restaurant that they're eating at, and then I don't know, there's this kind of crazy scene where Fred deep fries a sock. But that's not the here nor there. And then Devlin orders a super rare steak, like bloody rare, and he doesn't want garlic fries. So that pretty much confirms that he's a vampire. But yeah, after that, Fred goes back to his crib, and he spies on Mr. Devlin, and he's up to no good, and he's doing something. But you know, we just know that Mr. Devlin is a vampire. We're getting more and more evidence that Mr. Devlin is evil. So yeah, and then when all seems lost, Fred's dad comes back, and they go to like this WWE show. I don't know what happened. I guess John Cena and the guys at Viacom, they pulled some strings to get them all to get Fred to show up to a WWE match, and Kevin and Mr. Devlin they're gonna fight Fred and whatnot, and it's... Sorry, I don't know what the heck happened, but yeah, they're at something happened with my mic or whatever. But yeah, something happens, or no. Yeah, everything's going down right now because they're at this WWE match, and it's just amazing. I don't know what the heck the people in the audience were thinking. Honestly, they were probably just really perplexed as to what was going on, seeing these people they probably didn't recognize in the audience. Like, there's no way they knew what the heck was going on here. They didn't know these. Of course, they didn't know these characters and whatnot from Fred, and they didn't know who Mr. Devlin and Kevin and Fred were. I mean, obviously they recognized John Cena, but they didn't know who the heck everybody else was. So I wonder what happened there, what the people in the audience were thinking. But yeah. Durf comes back, another fan favorite, and yeah, and I don't know, like Durf gives him the idea that he needs to kill Mr. Devlin by, you know, using Obviously like some garlic juice or something. I don't know how, but they get some garlic juice. Um, and they get the garlic juice, and then he sprays Mr. Devlin. But actually, yeah. So yeah. No, I'm stammering a bit. So yeah, he sprays Mr. Devlin, but nothing happens to Mr. Devlin. So Mr. Devlin decides to invite Fred to a thing. He decides to invite him to his house, so that they can get to know each other a little better, to mend fences and whatnot, and to just clear up the misunderstandings that had gone down. So yeah, they go to Mr. Devlin's house, and it's like this really eccentric, kind of creepy place, and basically, there's just some creepy stuff in there. Like he has bugs on display. He's got like beetles and stuff. So then Fred, he decides to record everything that's going on, and he sends out a video mission to like the whole school, and everybody's getting wind of like what's going on. And everyone's like, "What the heck is going on at Mr. Devlin's house?" It's really, really creepy, and people are starting to agree with Fred that Mr. Devlin is a vampire. And yeah, so Mr. Devlin's got like this kabuki mask and bugs in jars, and everyone's just disturbed. But then and then it turns out that Mr. Devlin, there's really nothing going on. He just has an affinity for making Korean food. So what he was burying earlier, it was kimchi, and I guess you bury it so that it helps with the fermentation process. I guess I don't really know. But yeah, and then there's like meats, and he's preparing bulgogi, and yeah, so it's all of that, and he just turns out that he's really just interested in Korean culture. And then Mr. Devlin and Fred, they share some Korean barbecue together, and it's a nice moment where they all get to understand it. Sorry about that, something's going on with my mic, but yeah, Mr. Devlin and Fred, they're just having this really nice moment where they get to know each other. But yeah. But Mr. Devlin is like, the next day, so yeah, I already said that Fred recorded everything, so yeah, everyone thinks that Mr. Devlin is like a vampire now, and he gets fired because of the backlash and everything, and everybody thinks he's a vampire. So yeah, Fred has to make things right, so he hatches a plan to make everyone think that that Fred is a vampire, and not the other dude, Mr. Devlin. So he and Bertha get to work, and Talia shows up, and she helps too. Talia, Ariel Winter. So they stage a thing, and they make Kevin think that Talia has been kidnapped by Mr. Devlin. But yeah, they end up making everybody think that it was actually Kevin. I mean, not Kevin. That Fred was a vampire. But yeah. So everything is resolved, and the relationship between Fred and Mr. Devlin is repaired. But Mr. Devlin still decides that he needs to live somewhere where he's more accepted. But then there's a crazy twist at the end of the film, and Mr. Devlin, he shows up in front of a mirror, and like his reflection isn't there, so that proves he's a vampire after all. So yeah, it's a really great film. I give it an 8 out of 10. A good family message about accepting people. Great parody of films like Twilight, and John Cena is excellent. And again, this film review is actually just it's filler like the other ones. And thank you for watching. God bless you all. I hope you subscribe if you've made it this far. If not, you can. I really don't know what's going on with my mic today, but as I was saying, yeah, give this video a like if you want or whatnot. And I don't know. Thank you. God bless you all. And yeah, thanks.